hard to tell in the dim light of the torches, but Lily thought he blushed.
Well, what are you?
Lady Adler. Lily interrupted him, fixing a smile on her face as the other two joined them, having navigated the slippery, frozen ground of the drive. She liked Sir John very much, but there were some questions of his she had no intention of answering. Particularly not when she wasn't sure what the answer was, or what she wished it to be. Mr. Spencer, shall we make our way inside to greet our hostess for the evening? Indeed, yes. Lady Adler smiled kindly. She was always kind, always interested in what she thought was best for those that she considered her responsibility. Lily, whose own mother had died when she was an infant, could forgive Lady Adler a great deal because of that kindness. Lady Adler would have felt it her duty to help a daughter of her own, widowed at such a young age, to find a second happy marriage. And so she took it as understood that she would do the same for Lily. It did not seem to occur to her to ask whether Lily wanted such assistance. John, dearest, give me your arm if you please. My eyes are not what they were in my younger years. My, did you see Mrs. Hammersmith entering with her daughters? 5 of them, would you believe? And such pretty, accomplished girls. But I am sure I do not know any prettier or more accomplished other than our own dear Lily. Lady Adler cast a smile back over her shoulder. Mr. Spencer, do give her your arm and step lively. Dear me, the snow is picking up. Matthew Spencer, the gentleman from Lady Adler's carriage, did as he was ordered. There was a dusting of snow on the shoulders of his driving coat, and in the torchlight the brim of his hat cast shadows that were almost mysterious across his face. But even in that dim light, his smile was a force to be reckoned with, a mix of pure charm and genuine attention set in a distractingly handsome face. Lily had once teased him that he could probably get away with murder with the help of his smile. Now, as he offered her his arm, there was a wry edge to that expression. He, too, was under no illusions as to why he had been invited to join the Adler family for the Christmas season. But they had not discussed it, for which Lily was grateful. They enjoyed each other's company, and she had spent far too long after her husband's death, wondering whether she would ever enjoy anything again. For her, for now, it was enough. It has been some years since I have been to a Christmas ball, Matthew murmured as they climbed the steps behind Lady Adler and her son. Our vicar does not approve, nor did his predecessor, of too much celebrating around the Christmas season. He pulled a face, too Catholic and too pagan for him. Let us hope that your children do not betray your secret once you return home. Lily teased. Shall you have to bribe them? Matthew laughed. There is no bribe can ensure a child will hold their tongue in such a case. They are guaranteed to speak as soon as it would be most embarrassing for their parent. Has Mrs. Grantham always hosted a Christmas ball for the neighbourhood? Since I have known the Adlers, yes. Lily replied. It began as a small affair, the sort of party you often see this time of year, with dinner and music for friends. But apparently one year there was dancing, and then the next year there was more dancing, and now... Lily glanced around as they entered the house, reaching up to unclasp the neck of her cloak and letting it fall into the hands of the waiting footman. There were candles everywhere, blazing with light that was reflected from sconces and mirrors. Boughs of holly hung above the doors and windows, and ivy spilled out of pitchers on every surface. Everything sparkled, polished to gleaming, and the servants were all clad in new livery for the occasion. Down the expanse of carpeted hall, the doors to the ballroom stood open, and the strains of a pretty Highland tune drifted out. I think the pleasure of the evening will be worth the risk of my vicar's disapproval, Matthew murmured, once they had greeted their hostess and were following Lady Adler toward the ballroom. He looked down at Lily and smiled. And of course, Mrs. Adler, I am always glad to be by your side. Lily smiled, feeling no need to pretend that she was not pleased by